woke up early this morning, around 5 a.m. Put together all of the things that I need to for the home life. Good thing about having a wonderful husband is that he takes care of my daughter in the morning. Good girl. Off on the road, 30-minute drive from Greenville, and started my day. My name is Anna Padditz, and I'm an industrial engineer at Michelin Tire Corporation. I work in the Spartanburg facility where we make truck tires. I also volunteer at Fair Forest Elementary in Spartanburg, South Carolina.
My name is Sunny Thomason. I'm in employee relations at Michelin Prime, and I also volunteer at Sue Cleveland Elementary.
Sean Wagner. I work at the Michelin Tire Factory in Spartanburg, South Carolina, and I'm also a mentor for a 5th grader here at Fair Forest Elementary.
I'm Bart Thompson. I'm an innovation engineer for Michelin North America. And also, I volunteer to do math and science demos in schools.
I'm Mason Sanders. I'm a mold designer for Michelin, and I'm also a volunteer at Sue Cleveland.
There is something that says that there is more to work than simply making a product. It's also the human element of how do we grow ourselves? How do we become better at what we do and better people? And I think Michelin sees that as a purpose of the organization also.
When I go to the school, I try to get there to make sure I'm there when the kids arrive. Good morning. A wonderful way to start the day because you really see the school come to life.
I'm Herb Johnson, Director of Community Relations for Michelin North America. So Michelin Challenge Education is a program where we've asked every one of our facilities across the United States to adopt a Title I elementary school. And the purpose is to assist the principal in meeting their educational objectives.
What Michelin has allowed us to do is some programs that we had in our mind for 5 or 6 years, and we just didn't have the manpower to do it. Like some specialized tutoring, homework help after school, guest lectures. We found a lot of success with our early morning reading program. We've taken kindergartners and 1st graders, take them to the library in small groups, and Michelin volunteer comes in and reads to the children.
Just put your books down, okay? Come on. My best friend, they leave the books ready for you. And I thought, which one am I going to read? And I thought, well, I'll just ask them. You guys see anything you like so far? Maybe they've had enough milk this morning that they're awake. That book, this book. They're very sure which books they wanted to read. This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Does everybody have a best friend? Bouncing up to respond to what I have. Yeah. All of a sudden, the participation was amazing. Can you quack, quack, quack? They jump around when you ask them to hop. You ask them what color something is, and they're emphatic with blue. So it's very exciting to see them in the morning. How fast can it be to sleep? Oh, faster! Good job. I thought they'd be just as tired as I was, but now I know they're excited to be a part of it and that it's not just a boring book.
And then when they get done, they pick another book out.
If they hear a book they may not have read and they realize that they liked it, then they would then come to the library and choose it.
To get some books and read them at home all by myself.
I think it opens their horizon of options of books.
It fills a need that lots of times children don't get at home, which is just having an adult read to them. It's a great opportunity to get 40 extra minutes of help.
Now I have to go make truck tires.
This is about the future. It's about the future of our communities. It's about the future of Michelin.
The barriers that our children are facing out in the world, their environment, their economic level, when they come through the doors, it's like a whole new world has opened up for them.
Somewhere in one of those schools is the next Herb Johnson at Michelin.
We have children represented from about 15 different cultures in our building. There's a higher poverty rate than at some schools, and it presents unique challenges for us.
Throwing money at it doesn't create the same result. It's the face-to-face contact with the children and with the educators that makes a difference.
And then I went to high school, and then college.
One of the criteria for deciding how many prison beds to build in the future are the 3rd grade reading scores of African American boys.
That's why I say we can make a huge difference in the culture in 15 years.
So many of our boys are really struggling to find out who they are and realize their full potential. There are just not enough adults in the building to make those kinds of connections. So we need the help of mentors to help us reach out.
My name is Tim Butler. I'm a quality guarantee technician for Michelin, and we make tires. I also volunteer at Sue Cleveland Elementary School in Piedmont, South Carolina.
Sue Cleveland Elementary has this great program called Boys to Men, where they're taking boys that maybe have some issue and they're teaming them with Michelin employees.
So did y'all enjoy this challenge?
Yes, it was actually fun.
Well,
It was fun building it, having the challenges to do.
when I first heard of this program, I thought to myself it will probably be a lot of African American males in this program, and there probably will not be a lot of mentors that look like me. I thought, well, maybe this would be the opportunity for me to go into the school to help out. How your grades doing?
Well, in English I'm good, but in math I'm not really good.
Not good enough.
I get mad because I don't get my way, but I'm trying to work on it.
If I can come in and they see me as a professional male who is giving back, you know, that's what it's all about. You have to listen to everybody's ideas because that person may have a good idea that you didn't think of.
Well, they know about the Michelin Man and they know that we make tires, but they don't know about the hundreds of other job opportunities that there are.
We have tire designers at the place where I work. We have engineers.
They don't know the opportunities to travel around the world.
I got to go to France.
Ooh, was it fun? Did you see the Eiffel Tower?
I did. I saw the Eiffel Tower.
Did you go up in it?
I did go up in it.
Ooh, was it fun?
It was fun.
Those are the kind of role model experiences that we're able to share with them.
So would you like to do something like that when you get to be an adult?
That'd be very good.
If I can just reach that one person, then it's all worth for me.
There are things that I can't teach, you know, that just having that positive role model that's just like me is huge.
This is the second year of our program, and what we found is it's more than just reading or tutoring. It's really that relationship. We have lunch buddies that go into the school at lunchtime. The teacher will match you with a child who that teacher thinks you might be able to really have an impact with.
Eric has a lot of potential and has big goals. He's off the charts. He's in the gifted program.
Like instead of saying Portugal, Spain, they're saying the Iberian food.
Eric has talked about wanting to be an engineer, and Sean specifically said, I'm gonna see if I can find some blueprints that he can look at and show him what he'd really be looking at if that's something he'd be interested down the road. It's a child who's very bright, who maybe can wind up making a big difference in the world because Sean took a little extra time with him.
For our people who volunteer and work with a child, I mean, they see the difference they make.
Last year, I got the opportunity to volunteer to mentor 2 girls at Fair Forest Elementary that are sisters.
Anna filled a very special need for us. We have the English as a second language barrier here for some of our children, and Anna, being able to speak Spanish, was able to come in and make the girls feel comfortable in our school first.
Para ver lo que estamos haciendo, pero es todo muy bueno. Thankfully, I have Hispanic background, so I can speak Spanish.
That was huge for us, for them to see that there are caring adults here. They may not speak the same language that we do, but they care about us and they're going to find us ways to help.
We started off the year, I would say, almost scared to come out of their classrooms.
Anna was able to give them a way to look at it and said, it's okay, you know, and I'm one of those people here to help.
Talked to the vice principal, and we paired them up, and I would tutor them at the same time, even though they are 2 years apart. How about reading? I see you're reading a lot. I would have them so that they would feel comfortable in the same room, and it took a little while, but we finally cracked the shell. Show me how to spell cat. Just trying for them to recognize an A, and that an A was an A in whatever language you want it to be an A. That was very challenging. Great! On the weekends, I would think about them. I took it home with me. It wasn't just coming in here and volunteering for a couple hours. It was thinking about them a lot. And we went from not knowing what A was, not knowing what day today is, to they're telling me in English, it's Tuesday. Today is what day? Tuesday, very good. It's as if it were a different child. It's a major change.
I think she had a major impact on the girls. You know.
I'm so excited to know that they're progressing and that they're doing so much better, because to know that I even had a little bit to do with that is huge.
In fact, she tattletaled in English last week.
I never realized that it would be an emotional commitment. I never realized that it would be on my heart, on my mind a lot. So I'm just glad. I'm glad it's working out. Thanks to this experience, I have 2 new friends, Karamay and Evelyn Wheel.
If you have a vision, if you say education equals prosperity for our culture, then how do you make that a reality?
Hi, I'm Sue Hooper. I'm an administrative assistant for Michelin, and I also volunteer at
Michelin. And
I'm Ashley Mason. I'm a mold designer with Michelin, and I volunteer at the
Yolanda Durkin. I'm an administrative assistant for Michelin. I also volunteer at the Sue Cleveland Reading Group.
It's just an experience that you really can't talk about. You have to do yourself to know what it feels like.
Michelin, a better way forward.